Hey guys, would you live in a closet like this one for over $1.42 million? Let's be honest, everybody loves watching Mr. Beast videos. You know, the kind where he gives people a bunch of money to...
I put 100 people inside of a giant circle, and whoever leaves the circle last wins $500,000.
That's exactly what this video is about, but the difference between a Mr. Beast video and this video is this is one that the average person in the average situation can actually do if you follow the steps in this video. If you like these more cerebral videos, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel because it'll help with the algorithm ratings and it'll get this information out to most people. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how the average person can live in a closet and can make over $1 million in just a couple years. I know it sounds really uncomfortable, the idea of living in a closet, but I know a guy that actually did this, and within about 3 years, he made over $1 million. Now, the difference between him and a person like you is he lives in California, where properties cost a lot of money. I live in Ohio, where properties are very cheap. In fact, today I shot another video on a $13,000 house that I bought that we're in the process of flipping. Now, in this video, what I've done is I've taken only average numbers all across the United States, and I'm using them for the financial calculations to show you how to make over $1 million by living in a closet. Now, you don't have to live in a closet to do this, but it would actually help. Just like those Mr. Beast videos where people have to stay in a circle or in a place to make millions of dollars. You don't have to do that, but it would help because it will actually accelerate your pace to make a lot of money. But if you follow these steps, you end up with $1.42 million with an average income a month of over $8,500 for the rest of your life. Now, I want to ask you guys, let me know in the comments, could you live off of $90,000 for the rest of your life? And then, what would you be willing to do for the next 5 years to guarantee that you're going to end up with that? Now, I know we said that you don't have to live in a closet, but you are probably going to have to live in a house like this. This house was last renovated in the 1970s. Sadly, my tenant that lived here passed away, and we are going to go through and refinish it. It was a cheap rental that I bought a few years ago for about $25,000 per side, $50,000 total. There's paneling on the walls. There's orange carpet that was installed in 1979. It could use some updates, but there's so much money to be made in a property like this. And it's the same way that you can use the numbers that I provide in this video to make a lot of money yourself. So how are you going to make a bunch of money living in a closet? It's pretty simple. You go and get government money, you buy a house, you turn the house into apartments, you live in a closet, and you make absolutely insane amounts of money. This is something called house hacking, and there's actually a lot of videos on YouTube about how to do house hacking. Now, I've been talking to a few people, and what's interesting to me is they have started refinishing closets and bedrooms and basements and other parts of a property using government money with almost no money down, and they've been living in those small segments of the property, installing tenants in the rest of the property, and making insane amounts of money by following that process. Let me share some numbers with you really quick because these are just averages. You don't have to live in Ohio where we have super cheap houses, and you also don't have to live in Los Angeles where everything's super expensive to hit these numbers. Now, for those of you data-minded individuals, I've created an Excel spreadsheet that you can download for free by texting me in the number below. Text Excel to this number or go to the link in the description and you can get access to this Excel spreadsheet, and you can throw in your own numbers, how long it'll take you to do this stuff, how much money you need to make to get into it, and most importantly, how much money out of pocket is it going to take for you to start this insane snowball event that might require you to live in a closet or in a basement for a little while, but will ultimately end you up with over $1.4 million, making $90,000 a year for the rest of your life. And I've known a lot of people that have worked in mine shafts and in coal facilities here in Southern Ohio, and they've done extremely hard labor for 30 years. So I think that, you know, living in a tight, small space the size of the room that I'm in right now for just 5 years in order to make $90,000 a year and have a nest egg of nearly $1.5 million sounds pretty promising to me. So in a nutshell, here's what you're going to do. You're going to have to get a job. And yes, I know this sucks and it's going to turn a lot of people off, but you need to get a job. And it could be technically something like McDonald's, or it could be Burger King, or it could be Wendy's, it could be mowing yards, it could be flipping stuff on eBay. You need to find a way to make about $35,000 a year. And for some areas, that's going to be easier than others, and you need to start saving money. In this example today, to make the $1.42 million, you need to save up a total of $8,591. Will that take you a year? Will that take you 2 years? Will that take you 3 years? I don't know. But for the average person in the United States, you're going to be able to save up this money in a year by saving about 20% of your income. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to suck? Yes. But once again, keep your eye on the prize of $1.42 million or more, depending on how you work this deal. Now, why do you need to save up such a specific amount of $8,591? Because for the average American living in the average city, that's how much it costs to make your own apartment complex. Yes, I said make your own apartment complex. See, the United States government has a program called FHA, and they will let you buy a residential property of 1 to 4 units for only 3.5% down. Now, if you look at my Excel spreadsheet, I took the numbers, and that's the number that you need to save up to reach the 3.5% down to buy the average house in the United States. Now, there's a little known loophole that realistically allows you to take an FHA loan to live in a closet, to live in the basement, to live in an accessory room, and rent the rest of the property out. Some people say that this is illegal or that you can't do that, but the realistic thing with FHA is that they will let you buy a multifamily property as long as it's under 4 units. So what I've done here is I have taken the average square foot of the average house in the average area for the average person, found the average rent all in the spreadsheet, and figured up that you are going to be able to take those numbers and make a profit every month of $823.91. That's after taxes, insurance, mortgage costs, all those things are factored up. After 1 year of living in your house, you're going to pay the initial down payment back, and then on your second property, you're going to spend around another $8,000 to buy it. All the while, now on year number 2, you're collecting over $1,600 a month in rent payments after all your bills are paid. The property is going to appreciate, you're going to make more value and equity off the property, and you're going to gain wealth. After that 5-year period, you're going to end up with your $1.42 million. Sounds crazy, right? But this is actually what a lot of people did in the United States leading up to about the 1980s when we started building these gigantic mega homes that a lot of people can't afford. In fact, in the 1940s, the average size of a new built construction home in most of the United States after World War II was only about 800 square feet. Today, that average house being built is over 1,600 square feet, which means the average house is enough for 2 families back during the baby boom, which is just absolutely insane. So my play to you is you should be taking advantage of this and making your own homespun apartment complex that might require that you live in a closet or in a basement for a couple months or maybe a year. Do you have to do this? Absolutely not. You could take a 3-bedroom property if you can afford it in your local area, and these are market dependent numbers and these are market dependent facts, and you could take that, stay in a nice bedroom and do this over a 6-year period, or you could do it over a 3-year period, or it could take you 10 years to do it. But if you get aggressive with the numbers and understand how the math works, you end up with the money over the course of just a few years. And once again, I met a guy that was doing this by living in the closet. Now, believe it or not, in several of my rental properties, I've recently found that spoonies were living in the basement. They were more than happy to sell their wares out of a basement that had no heat or no water. I would like to think that if a spoonie can do this to sell their wares, that you can do it in a much more comfortable environment to make $1.42 million. And I would think that my watchers here on YouTube are a little bit better at their thinking process than the average spoonie or person of the rock. So the thing is here with this, guys, if you'll do uncommon things, and I realize that living in a closet is kind of uncommon, you can do uncommon things by being a millionaire after only 3 to 5 years worth of work. And this is one of the things I absolutely love about real estate, because I bought this property for right around $50,000, and it's been making money up until we lost the tenant here. And it's just one of those things where it gains value every month. After renovations, it's going to be worth about $125,000 on my initial $50,000 investment. This is how the rich get rich, and people that are poor stay poor because they're not buying assets or things that gain in value. Now, I realize that a lot of people feel that they cannot get investments for the amount of money they have. That's why the government created the FHA program and the USDA program that allow people to buy rental properties and investments with very little down. Now, the problem is if you live in a high cost of living area where the average property is expensive, you might have to settle for living in a bedroom, a basement, or a closet. Now, of course, that is not a requirement in areas, but I found people that have made tens of millions of dollars by doing this over a 10-year cycle. So hopefully this all makes sense, and I really appreciate every single one of you. If you have questions, be sure to comment below. Check out my Excel spreadsheet where I break all the numbers down, and I've got all the sources of how I determine these numbers on an average basis to show that I think that everybody can do this if you want to sacrifice. Thanks for watching.